want to pick the best cars early in Greenville so you can make money fast and drive faster, I've got the top 3 starter cars that every new player should see. Let's get into these cars. First up is the Western Motors Kobold. It's a great all-purpose car that's easy to handle and perfect for beginner jobs or just cruising around town. And here's the vehicle. It's pretty clean. It's an SUV. And of course it's packed with a lot of trims. And you can pick out of all of these. Of course, honestly, what I do with car trims is try to find the most expensive one. And that's the one I think is best. So let's try to do that. So it's 39,000. So it looks like it'd be this one would be the best trim. We'll go ahead and test this baby out. Go buy it. And here is the SUV, the Kobold. Pretty clean. It's got that electric sound. Fully electric, of course, which I didn't really realize. Very nice though. It's got some cool electric sounds. Of course the blinkers are nice. Overall, pretty clean car. Kind of reminds me of a Kia SUV. That's probably what this is supposed to be based off of. But handles very well. It's very smooth. Feels like it has pretty good suspension also. Very nice SUV. But if you guys would want to check this SUV out and want to buy it for yourselves, this is the exact name and the exact trim. Got the 2023 Western Kobold, the E2 MS Quad Torque. And that is it for this car. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, the second vehicle, in my opinion, is honestly a pretty good vehicle, and you're going to be asking, really, a Prius? Yes, this is supposed to be a Prius, a Toyota Prius, but it's called the 2012 Vision Prima. And maybe asking, like, why do you like it so much? It's not because of speed. This car I mainly like because of the mileage. This car is really, really good if you're trying to grind money by driving, and you just got to pick up this car and it will last you for a while, because as you can see, this one of course has a lot of trim. Not a lot, but it's got a couple of trim options, and the stock trim offers 595 miles. That's pretty amazing, and I'm pretty sure it's electric. That is nice. Of course, it's not going to be fast, but it's good for the grinding, so I rank this my second best starter. And let's try to find the most expensive trim. Got 17, 16, 18, 20. Not bad. So this is the most expensive. Look at that. Went from what, 580 miles to 654. Never get a car like that in real life. Well, maybe. But let's go ahead and buy it and test it out. Alright guys, here is the 2012, let's see, Vision Prima. The LXE PHEV trim. Overall, looking at it, it's pretty clean. I'm honestly not a huge fan of electric. I do like the engine sounds, but this one does get that good mileage, so that's making it really worth. Oh, wait. Sounds hybrid. Never mind. I thought it was full electric. I think it's hybrid. Yep, got a little bit of sound. So overall, the performance, I'm feeling it's pretty nice. Got the blinkers. Very clean, okay. Of course, its acceleration's pretty slow. It's okay though, it's just a Prius. Have to buy a supercar if I want something fast, but the gas mileage is pretty crazy. 650 miles. That could probably last you a couple times around this map. But if you need a car that you need for grinding money by driving around, this is your go-to. My second pick. Handling's really good. The steering's kind of stiff, but I mean, for the type of car and for the price, I rank it pretty high for my top cars. But this is I'll go ahead and show it again, the 2012 Vision Prima LXE PHEV, if you guys want to go ahead and buy this. Pretty decent car. I'd recommend it for, like I said many times, grinding by driving. But let's move on to the third and the last car. So my third and last car is the 2021 Western Mamba, and this is another Western vehicle, which I believe, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, it's supposed to be Kia brand, maybe, I'm not sure, but overall pretty sporty looking. It's definitely got the newer look. Off the bat, seeing 28 miles per gallon. That's honestly terrible, but okay. Let's check the trims. Okay. 3 trims, it's not bad. It's not a lot, but could work with it. I may actually keep this car after this video. It's kind of nice. Okay, this is the stock trim, and then you saw the stock specs for it. Let's go ahead and see. 25. Okay, kind of looks like a Jetta Volkswagen. And then 35. Okay, this is actually pretty clean, I gotta admit. Okay, of course we're gonna go for the most expensive one, and you guys could choose whichever spec you want on these vehicles. It doesn't really matter, but I always like to go for the more higher up specs because you get the best of the car. And let's go ahead and drive this. Alright, let's give her a start. I'm sorry I didn't start off by starting all the cars, but well, not most of them. The first 2 were hybrid and electric, so they didn't really have any sounds, but this one you're gonna love if you like that sporty sound and the loud engine. Okay, kind of quiet. Let's give it a rev though. There we go. Kind of hear that turbocharger, I think, inside. Turbocharger or intake. Sounds pretty clean, to be completely honest, for 2021. But let's go ahead. Okay, yeah, it's definitely got some pep. Yeah, this car is pretty nice, to be honest. I'm telling you, it reminds me of a Volkswagen Jetta, and if you don't know what that looks like, I'll go ahead and put a picture up on the screen. The back totally reminds me of it, I swear, it's weird. Here's the blinkers. Okay, pretty cool blinkers. Little honk. I'm liking the oval tip exhaust, the dual. Very nice. Yeah, this thing's definitely got some horsepower. Yeah, I mainly chose this car for the last one because it's a decent car. It's pretty cheap, 35 grand. You get that sporty look, you get the sporty sound, you get the nice speed. So I tried to choose, like, the first car was, I'd say, for like role play, like family, like the SUV, and then the second car was mainly for grinding, like driving around, earning cash. This one is aimed for if you want a nice, cheap, good sounding, fast, and sporty looking car, and I would definitely recommend this, honestly. I think that's my first time driving it. It's very clean. But that is going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I really hope this helped if you're starting out as a beginner and don't know what car to choose. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, like tutorials or just like recommendations, I'll be glad to do more. Just let me know in the comments. Thank you.